Welcome back, guys, to more episodes of Person of Interest. We're on season 4 and we're on to the 4th episode. So the last one, which was kind of a Fusco orientated episode because it was him who was, you know, right in the thick of it, investigating a guy who was playing a wingman, which I kind of enjoyed because we don't get an awful lot of Fusco other than just the odd witty remark and him just helping out here and there when he can. So the fact that they focused more on him playing the role of what Reese would have done there was a nice change. The dynamic is slightly different because of everything that's going on. Reese is learning to play by the rules, if you can call it that. And then Root has whisked Harold off on the last episode, doing all sorts of weird stuff and getting IUDs and God knows what other sorts of weapons, basically off bad guys. And then she reveals this room full of weapons and 2 bagfuls of money because the machine is still looking out for everyone, in particular Harold, and obviously knows he's unable to access his funds now, and it's making it very difficult. So that's kind of resolved itself. It's weird that this episode, it's been turned completely upside down because all the focus was on everyone else. Now the focus is on them. Anyway, we're going to carry on, see what happens next. This episode 4. Yep.
One of them,
don't get the homework.
Tracy Booker, 8 years old. We received her number along with that of her 14-year-old brother, Matt.
Wow, 2 kids.
Here, check your phone. Perhaps a fellow student knows where she is?
No one's gonna get caught dead talking to a cop. Not in this neighborhood. Have any of you seen Tracy Booker today?
5-0. Let's go, girls.
5-0? Really?
I'm retracing the route.
The children go to separate schools, across town from each other. We'd have to
Oh,
leave at
that's
the crack
awkward.
of dawn to be on time.
Normally I'd say you can read it in our report, but since you asked so nice, I'm willing to share.
Knock yourself out, Riley. I'll call it in.
I've heard the Brotherhood's leader strikes a hard bargain. Maybe the Armenians didn't like his negotiation tactics. I got a puzzle here, Riley. You got 2 4-seater vehicles, 8 gangsters, and 1 large bag of heroin.
Usually when all the perpetrators are all shot in the same place, everything's still there.
Managed to track the Booker children via their
Someone gonna be
government-issued
stupid
Metro
enough to
card.
steal it?
They exited the 5th Avenue station.
Uh-oh.
It would appear that the children have stolen the drug money.
There's a bolo out for the kids now.
I shudder to think what will happen if the gangs find them before we do.
Don't get rid of them.
Beat the perps to the punch.
Simple.
Stop them first.
I can control the Armenians, but you'll have to deal with the Brotherhood yourself.
John seems to think that you've tried to contact their leader.
Dominic, he's proven to be elusive.
Yeah.
Perhaps even more elusive than you, Harold.
She's not the only one looking for you. Your friend Link, the Brotherhood lieutenant you arrested, released from the joint 10 minutes ago. Brotherhood found an underage corner boy to take the fall for him. He confessed everything.
I did a little digging on you. Couldn't find much before your stint in narco. You know, you don't strike me as a homicide detective.
Oh.
Well, maybe you're not looking hard enough.
How well do you know the Brotherhood?
I arrested one of their soldiers.
Then you know their network's as pervasive as it is deadly.
And yet you're trusting me now.
Like I said, trust is a funny thing. Something tells me you're different. You care.
I want you to call your pal Link. Get his location. Guy like you in your line of work. You know a killer when you see one, right?
Yeah.
Get out. Now.
Because normal people don't carry bags of cash. All right, Front's got security. We go up there, they take our money.
But it's not really our money. Those guys, we took it from...
Our dead. All right, they can't hurt us.
I'll flush them out.
Surprise!
Man, she got our boy. We got to retrieve him.
You know Dominus rules.
Really?
Forget him. Let's go after this grain.
We ain't got a home. All right, not anymore. T, you still got that squirt gun I gave you?
Watch out, it's pepper spray. I think you met your match, Riley. You kids want to make it out of this garage, you'll do as you're told.
Might have a new calling, Lennox.
DEA's office is across town, but they're sending backup.
Sure it's safe. What about the mole?
I called my partner, Thompson. He's the one guy I trust. One of you must have seen something.
Well, what if I did? Does that mean I have to testify against the Brotherhood?
Right now, we're just trying to make a case against
Damn, he knows quite a bit.
What about the money?
We'll have to admit that into evidence. They found the unregistered gun.
She ain't even shoot it. Put her away anyway.
And you two went into the system.
Ain't even
That's
in
a
the
bit
same
harsh.
house.
Only time we get to see each other is when I walk T to school in the morning.
Right, so that's their theory behind this, is the money's going to provide a lawyer because he's done a bit of homework and found that really his mum, his mum shouldn't be in Rikers for that, especially if she's not committed a crime with it. She's not fired the weapon. You have no proof she's fired the weapon. It's just literally a possession charge. And she's doing time for it. So you've put her away and took her kids away and put them in the system. See, this is when things don't work correctly. And you've got other people like the Brotherhood running around shooting up shit and they're on the street. It's wrong.
You want your family back. But stolen drug money's not going to solve anyone's problems.
What?
Want to be the man, you gotta have a plan.
Oh, God.
We're not giving up that money.
How do you think we found you and your sister?
I got cameras and stuff.
Yeah? Won't take long to retrace your steps.
Saying I should make a deal now?
Why you still have something to barter with?
Look, everybody got an angle. Why should I trust you?
Because I'm the one standing between you and them.
Kid's smart. Thompson will pick it up.
Not smart enough.
Make it out of here first.
I'll do a sweep.
I should go too. In case the Brotherhood's waiting.
It's your final resting place. Now where's Dominic?
What you gonna do, little girl? You gonna beat it out of me?
Is that what you would do?
Why bother asking?
Your boys know I have you, so how come Dominic hasn't sent anyone?
Maybe because he knows I can handle my own.
No, maybe because he's cut you loose.
Or maybe you're just not worth the gas it takes to find you.
Yeah.
Ain't no long game for guys like me.
That's the problem.
Doesn't make a damn bit of a difference what you do or who you do it for.
You know that septuple homicide you saddled me with? I got a lead off one of the cell phones. A number. Brotherhood banger called it from the scene of the crime.
So?
Didn't you want to have a chat with Dominic? This could be his number.
Where'd you get that phone?
Agent Lennox gave it to me. Why?
Is your apartment partner?
Seems the DEA does have them all working for the Brotherhood.
I was very, very apprehensive with this woman coming into it and the way that she has stuck herself to Reese and making sure she appears to be at the right place at the right time. Even when she turned up in the garage, she just appeared from nowhere. I've been a little bit suspicious about it. I think we're just about to have it confirmed that she's not who she says she is.
Didn't you get an ETA on Fusco?
8 minutes, based on current traffic patterns. Can you hold off the Brotherhood until then?
That's the plan.
They should rethink their priorities. Muscle's gonna be looking for a fight.
And you think he'll confront Dominic?
Oh, I think he's just mad enough to do it.
Could come in handy. Because we're gonna play hide and seek. Don't worry, I'm really good at this game.
What the?
Nice. That's you blinded.
Right, this is all my fault.
Yep.
That gun the cops found on my mom.
It was yours.
Oh.
Mom lied. She said it belonged to her.
Now I get it.
Doesn't mean you can't make it right.
How? Money's long gone.
Let's get out of here and we'll worry about
It's not the money that'll make it right.
Don't move. Yo, you the dude that makes
Couldn't do with all of that.
It's okay.
We know who you are, Detective Riley.
They don't care.
Have you met my partner?
Hello, boys.
Nice to meet you.
We ain't never gonna be safe.
Take your sister and hide. Go.
Don't cry, you're gonna be okay.
Oh, girl.
That's why I'm crying. We're supposed to stick together.
Lionel? Where's Malcolm?
Where's he gone? Oh, you dumbass.
Man.
You better have something to say worth hearing, little man.
I got something you want. My life for my sisters.
I gotta hand it to your boss. Dominic's found a way to move a lot of smack. You know the drill. Now, where's the one place no one bothers to look?
Jesus.
Where is it? I'll have to ask Agent Lennox. Excuse me. I've been expecting this.
I found something else your friends might be interested in.
Oh, yeah.
It's for you.
The negotiation party. Release Detective Riley and forget about the Boca kids.
What if I don't?
Goes up in smoke.
It's not your lucky day after all.
You've been outplayed.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Keep yourself clean.
Actually, you'll be seeing Tracy later today. I had a little chat with your social worker.
Got a few articles I can send it. People versus Ryan Jerome. Brian D. Aiken case.
You know what, Malcolm? I think you'd make a good lawyer.
I was thinking about being a cop.
Is that right?
Like you.
Think you might be better as a lawyer.
Less people.
Something troubling you, Harold?
The last time we met, you asked me a question.
And you lied.
I'm afraid the truth would put you in grave danger.
Watching.
I suppose there's no going back.
Not for now.
Which brings me to the reason I came. Advice for these troubled times. And a little thank you. It's the location of the Brotherhood stash house as of 5 hours ago. No doubt the drugs have been relocated by now.
Playing a game in which you're unsure of the pieces.
And in this game, I fear that losing is not an option.
Wow.
I want to send somebody for you, but you were just following orders. Yeah, I wish I would have did the same. Caught this chick stealing crumbs.
Where's your boss?
You just met him.
Yeah, you did. Already figured that out.
What about that cop Riley and that bitch that was helping him?
Still trying to figure out what game they playing.
Good
Seems
luck.
like they're not playing by no rule book.
Just gonna dump her on the side of the road. Headshot as well. Damn. That was very, very good. Okay, so episode 4. That was a really, really involved, tense episode. And I had it all backwards. But I like it. I like being wrong because that way it's not predictable. A lot of detective kind of... Yeah, I mean, this isn't really a detective show, but we've got a lot of that in it, and a lot of the times it can be predictable. I actually thought she was a go-between. Actually, I had two thoughts. She was a go-between between her and Dominic, and because she's got inside information because she's a DEA agent, or Dominic was just an alias for it being her. But that kind of didn't make much sense. But he pulled an Elias on us there and on Shaw, because there is absolutely no way if Shaw had any hint she would have let him go. Let's face it, he'd be dead. The whole cut him loose is what threw us off the scent. And that lad, what an idiot. He's smart, but he was just making all the wrong plays and all the wrong decisions because he doesn't have the maturity and the experience to understand the battles you can win and the battles that you can't. And I really like that Elias is being fed back into the storyline now, and he's kind of like he's no longer a nemesis to Harold. He's become very useful, but it's a two-way street. And of course, Elias has absolutely no idea what has changed and how the world has changed and why it's changed, because from all intents and purposes, nothing looks different, nothing sounds different. but we all know why. And I like the fact that he gave him the H.G. Wells book, The Invisible Man. He's trying to give you the hint to stay invisible. So, in the end, I mean, as far as I can read it, that DAA woman was just on the take. I don't know if there's more to it than that. There could possibly be, and it may reference or go back to it. It may not. I don't know. But unfortunately, that guy's right about there'll always be gangsters, there'll always be detectives. It's never going to go away. But this young lad thought he could just take something that wasn't his and there would be no fallout from it, there'd be no collateral damage, thinking that everyone involved with it was dead. Even if when that's the case and there's a room full of dead ones, there's someone who they're working for who will be missing it, and that's the piece he's not getting. And then submitting himself to going and working for him to try and save his sister, which obviously Reese managed to, you know, halt at that point. But he's still going to get, I still feel like he's going to get his hooks into him with what he's just said about make sure his mum's released. And it's all he's doing. What a shame. Right, we'll be back with episode 5 in a few days' time. If you want to watch this in full length, of course, you can go and check the link in the description, and that will lead you over to Patreon, as always. And if you're not already subscribed, guys, and you enjoy the person of interest, by all means, give the video a thumbs up, turn your notifications on. I would appreciate it, and I will see you for episode 5 next. Take care.